I word it that we're the face of forestry. You know, people don't know what goes on in the forest. All they expect is that they buy a stick of timber from a timber merchant, or they read the newspaper, or have other things that are made from wood. That's about as much as they understand. But the only other thing they think of is a log truck. Yeah, the forest industry, it is unique. It's rough and it's tough, and it's a big export earner for New Zealand. We're quite innovative in the way we do it. And we've had our share of bad reputation 20, 25 years ago, but our industry now is really professional. We're really proud of it, and we have a strong group called the Log Truck Safety Council. We took the challenge on as operators, and we've improved what we do. We've got the best safety record on the road, and good people. Williams and Wilshire sort of grew, I guess, back in the early 90s. It started with myself and Gary Williams, basically a conversation on the side of the road. We were both owner-drivers, bought a few older second-hand trucks off other people and got started. We typically haul full tree lengths, all the logs inside the forest, so anything up to 40 metres long on a jinker trailer, custom built, or we run a road train type operation where it's 2 trailers for all the cut-to-length logs. Kaingaroa Forest, where we operate, Kaingaroa and Tarawera, Matahina, they're all linked together, and it's probably the best man-made forest in the world. It's got its own internal roading network, it's got railheads, it's got processing factories at each end of it. It's about 250,000 hectares, the main part of the forest. There is a highway that runs from one end to the other. We call it the $1 Million Highway because it's designed to carry really heavy trucks, big, heavy, purpose-built off-highway trucks.
See these bolsters here? You got 2, 4, 6 bolsters. We can cut 3 packets of shorts, close to 65-ton payload. So I said, gross weight about 80-something ton. And on the back, we can just cut 2. I'll get 50 ton on the back payload. That's a fair weight.
A truck this heavy can't drive on the public roads, so the beauty of being able to transport such big weights like this is it's private, the public aren't allowed in here, so it's safe and it's really cost effective. The forest is really designed for that, the roads are built for it and that sort of thing. So it would take normally 3 highway trucks to cart what this truck carts in one load, you know.
Logging in New Zealand's been a bit of a Kenworth stronghold going back into sort of probably the late 70s. Prior to that, the first log trucks were ex-army or war surplus trucks, GMCs and things like that. Then there were internationals that came into the country, but as soon as somebody could get a Kenworth, they never looked back. They were the next level above anything else you could buy. It's the best. It's been well recognised in logging, and if you're going to drive it, you're going to drive the best. You're going to drive what you want to drive. You spend a fair bit of your day in them, and it's an asset. It's not just a piece of equipment that we use and throw it away. It's actually, and sometimes it's an appreciating asset, but it's not just necessarily the truck. It's dealing with the people that supply them to you. It's the after-sales service, the parts supply, the interaction with the factory. They listen, and they'll come out here. We're test pilots for them. Anybody will bust something, we can. So we particularly enjoy that one-on-one relationship. They'll come and visit us once, twice a year and say, how are you going with this? You had any trouble with this? So you feel like there's a continual evolution of improving the truck, and they listen. You know, that's the important thing. Back in the 90s, we had a high crash rate with log trucks. It was the way that they were configured. We had high loads and they weren't that stable. So the government came to us and said, you need to sort it out. So the loggers got together, we got together with our customers, with all the regulators, and we formed an organisation called the Log Transport Safety Council, and we had a 3-prong approach to how we were going to solve the problem. A lot of it was about changing the culture. It used to be fast till you last. There's only 2 places in a race, you know. We had to change that. So we slowed the trucks down, we got them to corner a lot better, we did a lot of driver education, and then we changed the design of the vehicles to be longer, lower and safer. So they allowed us to run longer trucks so that our loads could be lower. So we completely redesigned the fleet, and it was all voluntary done. We funded it all ourselves, we changed our vehicles around, it cost us a lot of money. But the commitment at the beginning was we needed to fix it, and we did. I've been involved in it since the beginning, but at an early stage took on a role as a chairman. And I've probably been a chairman for close to 20 years, but it's been a great pleasure to see an industry group pull together. We have a saying, you leave your guns at the door. We get together, we don't compete against each other, we don't fight. we all have a common goal in our industry image and doing what's right for our people. So for me, I'm particularly proud of what they do.